What's going on, guys? Berserker here, and we are back for some more FTB. Yeah, buddy. So, we've got a lot of stuff to do today. Sorry for not posting a video on Monday, and I don't think I posted one on Friday. I think I did post one on Saturday, actually. The reason I didn't post one on Monday was because I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know what I should do in the episode. I wanted to do the stuff we're doing today, but I didn't know how to do it. Like, I wasn't just gonna jump in an episode and be like, oh, and then have to jump to the wiki every 5 seconds and figure out what to do. I wanted to learn what I had to do first. This way, I actually can teach you guys stuff. So, I'm noticing a problem. This should be full of lava. Why is this not full of lava? Oh, okay, the tank was just not initialized. That's really weird. Okay, then. Now I'm kind of freaking out. I wonder if any of my other tanks glitched out. Ooh, I should probably go check that. So today's episode, we're going to be doing stuff with farms. Okay, what? Just farms? That's weird. No, not normal basic farms, vanilla Minecraft farms. Those are boring. We're going to be doing stuff with forestry farms. Hopefully. We do need to make quite a few different things, and in order to make the stuff for the forestry farms, we kind of need to make more machines. So it's machines to make machines in order to make farms. Yes, that's it. So, first couple things we need to make. I actually do have the wiki pulled up. This way, I can kind of explain some stuff, and this way I can remember what I'm supposed to be making this episode, because, you know, I do sometimes forget what, like, the names of stuff is. The names of some stuff are. We're going to be making a thermionic fabricator. And I'm in cheat mode for my test world, so I need to switch back to recipe mode. Okay, so thermionic fabricator. This guy is not too bad. Some glass, some gold, a chest, and then a sturdy casing. Okay, what's a sturdy casing? Well, it's just bronze in a chest format. So, not too bad. Sturdy casing is pretty much going to be used in, I think, almost every single forestry recipe. So, we need to get ourselves some bronze. Now, how do we get bronze again? I think it's like 3 copper, 1 tin, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yep, 3 copper, 1 tin. Okay, well, we can pull that off quite simply. I actually forgot to do the whole, what is this thing called? Wrath lamp around the base. I forgot to do that. I've been doing some other stuff, so I didn't get a chance to get to that. So let's see here, 3 copper, 1 tin. So let's grab a stack of this. I think this is the tin, or is this the tin? This is the tin. Stack of this. Actually, you know what? Let's just make... yeah, I guess that'll do. That'll do. Okay, so stack here, stack there, like that. Okay. That's more than enough bronze, to tell you the truth. But you know what? I'm not going to go up and put this stuff away. I'm too lazy. So let's just make the rest of this stuff. And that's all we can do. Cool. Okay. So we're probably going to end up needing more bronze and tin later in this episode, but for now we're just going to keep this storage nice and clean. Okay, so bronze, bronze, bronze. We've got a poop ton of bronze. Now let's make ourselves some of the sturdy casing stuff. Okay, so we need a sturdy casing, and then it was gold, glass, and a chest. Well, I thought I had a chest possibly, but let's get out the wood for a chest. Glass, I should have plenty of this stuff. I think it was 3 pieces and then 4 pieces of gold, I want to say. I guess let's find out. Thermionic fabricator, 3 pieces of glass, 4 pieces of gold. Okay, we should have everything we need. Okay. Sturdy casing, so it was, oops, it was gold, 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 gold. Then the glass, and then the... oh, you know what? That's why. We didn't make a chest. I'm an idiot. So, yeah. Chest casing. So, sorry for not posting anything Monday. Sometimes that'll happen. I mean, obviously, probably most of you have noticed that. But, I do try my best. Mondays are really hard for me to post videos because I have to record them on Monday and then post them on Monday. So I have to like get up like super early and record it, and then I have to edit it, and then I have to render it, and then I have to upload it, and then I have to wait for the processing to go through, and then I have to wait for it to go HD, and then you guys can get at it. So it is quite a long process, and it is kind of bad when I wake up late on Mondays, because then it's like it's already like 1 p.m., which is kind of normal for me, and yeah, and then it's like by the time I'm done, it's like 5 p.m. and I don't know if like I should still post it or if I should just save it until Tuesday, and then Tuesday comes around and I have to record for Wednesday. Breathe. But yeah, so it's kind of a long process, to tell you the truth, but totally worth it, and I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Okay, so now that I'm done rambling, we also need to make ourselves a carpenter. I'll explain what the thermionic fabricator does in a minute, but we also need a carpenter, so let's make this thing while we're here. Carpenter. So as you can see, another sturdy casing and some more bronze. So it's a good thing we made a bunch of this stuff. Okay, 2 pieces of glass. So we need a casing. And then I believe it was more bronze on the side. And 2 pieces of glass? Yes, it was. Sweet. Carpenter. Okay. Get the bronze. There we go. So what do these machines do? Well, the first thing they do is they're used in making other items for forestry. So the carpenter is used to make like circuit panels that are used in the making of like farms. So, yes, and then like the thermionic fabricator is used to make some other stuff like electron tubes, and mostly electron tubes. Okay, cool. So it's used to make electron tubes, which is also used in the making of, I believe, circuits. So you need the thermionic fabricator to make this electron tubes, and then you use the tubes in the circuits. I think is how it goes, or something like that. So these 2 machines are quite easy to use, but the thing that was really confusing me was how to power them, and that's kind of why I wanted to research how to use them before I post a video. Good thing I actually did the research. So we need to clean up this room a bit, and I keep doing that stupid thing. We need to pick these guys up. Okay. So the way you power the thermionic fabricator and the carpenter is with MJ. Yes, with MJ. And MJ confused me because it's like there's Buildcraft power, there's like IC2 power, there's like MJ, there's a bunch of different powers. Well, it turns out that the power from thermal expansion is MJ, which I'm pretty sure we could have found out right here, MJ, which, you know, I probably should have memorized and known, but I didn't. So we're going to be using the power from these guys. So all we have to do is get this. Oh, goodness gracious, this shovel's way too fast for its own good. Okay, then, let's clean this up. Let's see here. I forgot my I forgot my shovel was so good. Okay, so we actually need to get ourselves a couple more of these redstone conductive pipes. Okay, let's jump up over here. If you're wondering why there's stone in my doorway, when I was cleaning all these barrels up, making them extra dimensional, there was a bunch of stuff on the ground, and my Mr. Golem over there kept coming upstairs and picking it up, and it was kind of bugging me, so I locked him out. I locked him out of my house! What did we come in here for again? Oh, the piping. The redstone conductive pipe. I thought we had some extra somewhere. Oh, here we go. 2 more. Perfect. Exact amount we needed. Okay, come over here. Pop these guys down. And let's see here. I'm going to go thermionic fabricator and then carpenter. And we'll place a piece of dirt right there. Perfect. Okay, so as you can see, nothing is really happening. No recipe, empty tanks with pipettes. Owner, hey look, it's me! Okay, so, what do we need to do? Well, 1, they need power, and 2, They both use a little bit of different ways of making objects. I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to play with the thermionic fabricator first. And this guy needs glass. Oh, okay, what does he need glass for? Well, he actually uses molten glass, or liquid glass, I think is actually what it's called, to make his recipes. You know, electron tubes, the tube, it's like a light bulb. You know, it has glass around it. So, let us see here. I need to pull up the recipe for what I was going to make. We are making... Okay. So, in today's episode, we're making the peat bog. Yes, we're making a peat farm. If you don't know what a peat farm is, join the party. A peat... Okay, I can kind of explain what peat is. Peat is I think it's like dirt. Essentially, it's like a fuel source made from dirt. So, I can grow, essentially, fuel, and I can use peat in peat-fired engines, and it's like a fuel for the peat-fired engines, and then the engines, you know, I can use as power. Well, I'm going to be making peat to use in peat-fired engines, and with those peat-fired engines, I'm going to be making other farms. So, future plans is to make the peat farm in order to make the fuel for the fired engines, and then I'm going to make a rubber wood tree farm. So, it's going to be amazing. It's pretty much going to be self-powering. I won't really have to do anything as soon as I get it all set up. So, that should be really, really cool. It'll pretty much be auto... It'll be pretty much like auto rubber resin, sticky resin, which is very, very cool. So, that is today's plan, is to make a peat-fired or a peat farm, and I did it in my single player creative. That's why it was in cheat mode, and it did go quite well. So, that is the plan. Let me show you the recipe for the peat farm. So it's peat. So as you can see, there's bituminous peat. I have no idea what that is, but what we are going for is just normal peat. So, and here's the peat-fired engine. So we need a peat bog, and essentially this is the peat farm. Ooh, this thing looks kind of complicated. Well, copper electron tubes, a sturdy casing. As I said, all forestry, pretty much every single forestry recipe uses a sturdy casing, and a basic circuit board. Okay, let's make the copper tubes. So we need some copper, some redstone, and some glass. So obviously, I think you can use, I guess it's almost any block. Sand, iron. So it looks like anything can fuel it. But we're going to be using glass just because we can. So glass. Okay. And then we need to turn these guys on to send some energy to this guy. You know, let's fire on 2. Just this way we can run the carpenter when we need it. Okay, so let's get a little bit more glass, and then we need some copper. So let's see here. Glass is in here. Let's get a stack of copper. Let's get some redstone. So we need to make, what was it, 4? 3 copper electron tubes. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. So let's see here. Bronze, and I believe the recipe was like so. And 2 redstone. Okay, it makes 4 electron tubes. Fantastic. So as you can see, you're just like, whoa, what just happened? Well, the thermionic fabricator actually keeps in the recipe, and holds the recipe, so I can keep pulling out electron tubes, which is quite cool. Well, I didn't really need 8. I mean, there's probably some other recipes that uses the electron tubes. Let's see here. Oh yeah, some of the other farms more than likely use the electron tubes. There's also like tin tubes, bronze tubes, gold tubes, diamond tubes. So there's a bunch of different tubes, electron tubes, which is quite cool. So we'll probably end up using most of those in the future. But for today, we are good on the copper electron tubes. Okay, cool. So we can actually, this guy's actually just going to say powered. So now let's move on to the carpenter. Okay, well we need to make ourselves this thing, the basic circuit board. Okay, so we need redstone and a piece of tin and then some water. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. We should be able to pull something off like that. So we need tin And some water. Okay. Well, do I have an empty or a bucket of water around here? I might have one in the tool bag? Okay, cool, I do. And I keep pulling out the bag. Oh, that's bugging me. Okay, cool. You know what? We're just going to keep going. So, we need to open up this interface and pop in some water. Okay, so that's a 1 bucket's worth. So it's like probably like 10 buckets worth. That's safe to say, 10 buckets worth. Now, not every recipe uses water, though. So I'm actually going to try to keep the amount of liquid in the carpenter down very low, because in the future, if like I need to switch to seed oil, which there's some stuff for bees and stuff that I need to use seed oil for, I don't want to have like have 10 buckets of water in here and then have to pull it out because I think the only way to pull it out was with the pipettes. Don't hold me to that though, and that I think only holds a bucket's worth or less than a bucket's worth. I'm not sure. So it would take a while to get all the water out. So I'm going to just try to keep all liquids in here down to a small amount. This way I can use it for other things. Ooh. Excuse me. So, what was the recipe again? I believe it was a 10. Oops. Okay, so here's another thing. The carpenter holds recipes, like so, and whatnot, but it also has it holds it. It doesn't like actually use the tin. It makes a ghost of it essentially, to just to hold the recipe. It doesn't actually need the resources in the in the table. So the way you use it is you essentially left click what you want into the table. So I left clicked a piece of tin in the recipe in the crafting square, and then when I want to remove that recipe, I just right click. So just left click and then right click is to remove it. Very cool. So where's all of our redstone? All of our redstone is over in this guy. Let's get this guy. So it was redstone and a piece of tin. Awesome. We actually probably want to keep this out. So as you can see, we have all the resources we need. It is now making the electric circuit. The reason I only put 1 tin in there is because if I put more than one... Oh, okay, so it doesn't stack. But as you can see, if I... Oh, I don't have enough water either. But if I had more water in here and more tin, it actually, when I pulled this out, it probably would have made more circuits. And I only want the 1 for now. So, just keep your eye open for that. You don't want to make 64 freaking circuits if you don't need 64, of course. Okay, so let us go back to the crafting table and make this peat bog. So I believe it was this. And, ooh, we actually need a sturdy casing first. Okay, sturdy casing. We're forgetting something, aren't we? I think we are. What did we put in the thermionic fabricator? Electron tubes. Where are those? Did I leave those in the thermionic fabricator? I did. Okay. So let's see here. Peat bog. Okay, I guess we're going to sleep. Okay, so sturdy casing. Then it was electron tubes. Let's take a look here. Electron tubes, glass, and then the circuit. Okay. Not a bad recipe. As you can see, it didn't take nearly as long as I was thinking it was going to. But it is kind of a long process just to get the peat bog. And like I said, there's other farms. There's, I think if we just look up farm, yeah, there's a couple. There's the wheat farm, there's a rubber wood farm, there's a pumpkin farm, there's a mushroom farm, and then there's an infernal farm, which is netherwort, I believe. I think the farm also works for, I want to say, sugarcane? I believe that is true. And I believe the pumpkin also works on watermelon, but I'm not 100% certain on that. So, peat bog. That's not all we need. We also need to get ourselves a turberary. Okay. Turberary. This thing. So as you can see, this guy uses 10 electron tubes and a little basic circuit. So I probably should have looked up that recipe before I jumped over here, but it's not a big deal. So, oh, hello, Mr. Skeleton. You just scared the poop out of me. Okay. So 10 electron tubes. Do we have 10 on us? Yes, we do. How do we make 10 electron tubes? Okay, so 10 in redstone. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Where's all the redstone? Dude, I need to, like, put redstone in both of these things. Okay, so take out the copper and replace it with tin. 10 electron tubes. Awesome. Coolio Von Julio. Okay, so now we've got those. And, oh yeah, we also need the electric circuit. I'm kind of off my game today, but it's okay. So we need a bucket of water, which, you know, I can do. I can't do. I can't get a bucket of water. Okay, I guess this is the closest source. I should probably put more water sources everywhere because I do tend to use a lot of water. But whatever, it's fine. Okay, so water in there and the redstone. Okay, making the circuits. Boom. Awesome. Okay, now we should have everything we need. I hope. I sure hope. Okay, so we need a sturdy casing. Actually, no, let's see if we can do the shift clicky thing. Sturdy casing. Okay. And this guy. Can we not do that? Do we not have everything we need? We don't have the tin. I thought I grabbed it. Oh my gosh. I thought I grabbed the tin circuits. This game. Okay. 10 electron circuits. Now we have everything. I lied. I'm sorry. Okay. Shift click. Yes, we can. Turborary. Awesome. Okay. Very, very cool. So, in order to make the the turborary and the peat bog work, we actually need to give them power through engines. The sad thing is we can't use redstone engines, so we actually have to use like combustion engines just to get it started. And then, like I said, we're going to be using peat fired. Well, seeing as how the peat bog makes peat, and the peat fire takes peat, we can actually power it, like have it power itself. But that's actually going to take a couple, like it's going to take a little bit because of we actually have to get the farm up and going first. So let's figure out where we want to place this. I think I'm going to place it over in this area. Yeah, I'm thinking something like this. This should be, I think, a pretty decent spot. Yeah. So I'm going to cut the recording really quick. I'm going to get some combustion engines, which we haven't used combustion engines before, but they run on coal. So, not too bad. Like I said, it's just to get this farm started, and then we're going to have these run on peat, and it's a self-sustaining system. So, yeah, I'm going to make those things, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, they actually weren't called combustion engines. They were actually called Stirling engines, and these are the guys that run on coal. So, got a couple of these guys, and we're just going to pop them down right here, and we're going to get a lever. Places right here. Turn these guys on. And now let's pop some coal into them. Actually, no, let's not do that yet. So, the peat bog and... Ooh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So these guys are... Let me explain what they do. The peat bog essentially takes this stuff called bog earth, which we don't actually have any in here of, and it places it down. And when it places it down, it's essentially, I guess it moistens or grows or something, like the peat or the bog earth does, and it turns into peat. And this guy right here takes that grown peat, breaks it, and gets the peat out of it and puts it into a chest. So we actually need to get a pipe and put a chest here. So what we need to do is we actually need to get some of this bog earth. How do we get bog earth? Well, let's take a look. Bog earth. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. Bog earth. So we need some dirt, some sand, and a water cell. And we get 8 bog earth. Oh, well, that's not too bad. That's not bad at all, actually. Dirt, sand, and water cell. Okay, seriously? I need to stop placing stuff down. It's getting kind of annoying. Okay, well, I've got dirt covered. I don't know about sand, though. We need to put some of this bronze away because it's like my inventory is just so messy. It's so cluttered. It's all these stupid flowers. Flowers, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Okay, seriously, Mr. Gollum, shut up. I'm picking it up right now. Go back to work. You me. Okay, so sand. Do I have any sand? Oh, I've got a little bit, so that's good. So we're going to use water cells, which I do believe is made with tin. So let's find out. I believe the recipe is like so. Yes, it is. And we get 16 empty cells per. So let's make a couple of these guys. Okay, 32 should be good. Now we need to go fill them up with water. Okay, come over to the water source and let's make sure. Just sit here and grab a bunch of water. So how's everybody's day going while we wait for this water to fill? I believe it's Tuesday. Tuesday is the date. Tuesday is the date, apparently. So it's Tuesday in May Tuesday, the 8th of Tuesday, 8th of May. Tuesday, 8th of May. Is that a thing? Yeah, how's everybody's day going? Hopefully pretty freaking fantastic. Okay, so what we need to do is go bog earth and then do... Okay, apparently we can't do that. Let's try that again. Bog earth. There we go. So we can make a bit of this stuff. We actually might need to make a little bit more, to tell you the truth. Okay, well, we'll give it a try and see what happens. So pop the bog earth in here. And now we just actually stick the coal into these guys. Okay, and in here. So, what's it doing? Well, a whole lot of nothing as of right now. It probably is going to take it a second to start going. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it's removing a little bit more dirt. See, I thought I got all the dirt out of the way. As you can see, it is now placing the peat bog that is in here on the ground for us. How cool is that? So as you can see, these farms are kind of big. They're pretty big. They're not that big, though. So essentially what it's going to do is it's going to place down the bog earth in an area that is around the 3x3 area around this farm. I think that made sense. So from this farm, 3 this way, so 1, 2, 3. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. So from right here, and then over here, so it's going to make a 3x3 area around it, and everywhere around it, it's going to make bog earth. It's going to plant bog earth. So we just need to give this guy a couple minutes to place all this stuff down. As you can see, we're actually almost out, and there's still a lot to go. So I'm going to go make some more bog earth, and when we come back, hopefully this guy should be complete. And we'll throw down a pipe in a chest, and then I can show you that it makes peat. And then I think by next... Actually, you know what? Then we'll switch out the combustion engines. Yeah, no. What are those guys called? They're not combustion engines. They're something engines. I'm going to switch these guys out for peat-fired engines. And then next episode, we'll actually work on another different farm. So as you can see, this guy's already almost out. So yes, I will be right back with the stuff to make more bog earth and whatnot. So be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So we've got 2 stacks of bog earth, which I'm going to go over here and place down. Okay, let's see here. Place these in there, and that should finish the farm. That should. Okay, so like I said, we need to make some peat-fired engines. Okay, how do I make these guys? Peat fired engines. Copper gear, piston, glass, and copper. Okay, so that's not too bad. Copper gear, stone gear. Cool. So we need to make 2 of these guys. So let's see here. I've already got 1 wood gear, so I need to make 1 more wood gear, which is not too bad at all. Like I said, a lot of stuff goes into the making of farms, so hopefully you guys are learning something. And I don't have enough wood. I need to make 4 of these guys. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying, and I'm an idiot. Yeah, if you guys have learned something, let me know in the comment section. If if you already knew this and you want me to make something else for next episode, let me know in the comment section. It would be cool if some of you guys actually started commenting a little bit more. Because, it is kind of lonely in the comment section on 99% of my videos. Because if you guys want me, seriously, if you guys want me to make pretty much anything, just let me know. Because I've got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Okay, so we got the 4 wood gears, and now we need to make these bronze. There we go. Okay, so we got 4 bronze gears, and then I made a bunch of pistons because, I figured why should I ever have to use them again or make them again? Some glass, so we need 2 of this, and we need some more bronze. Perfect. Peat-fired engines. Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to use peat-fired engines until, we have peat. So, like I said, we actually need to get a chest and let's see here, so 8 wood and a pipe. Now, I'm not sure if we can use golden, because in my creative test world, I used wooden. Now, I think it auto-pipes, and I'm an idiot and I forgot to make the chest. I think it auto-pipes, so we're going to find out really quick. So let's see here. Chest. Okay. Get this guy out. Get this guy out. Okay, that should hopefully be everything we need. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to make it manual for now, the peat-fired engines. But by next episode, I'll have it all automated. So does that work? Is it auto pumping? Now, obviously, this is peat. This is bog earth. This is not peat. Peat is a bit darker, and you'll obviously know it when you see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the recording really quick until we have some peat. And when we do, I'll show you what it looks like, and hopefully this auto pipes into this chest. So I will be back as soon as there is some peat. Okay, guys, so this is peat. As you can see, it's darker than everything else. Oh, there's a little bit more over there. I actually went ahead and grabbed some stuff. I know why it's not getting the peat. To make this automated. Yes. So, this is what we're going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to remove this chest, so we didn't actually need to make that. And we're hoping that it auto-pipes from the top. And we're hoping that it auto-pipes into a barrel. Now, it should auto-pipe into a barrel. That shouldn't be a problem. But the problem is that we need the barrel to have its stuff pumped out from the wooden pipes here and here into these guys. So the reason it's not collecting its peat right now is because this guy actually needs to be powered by an engine as well. Well, I say let's grab this guy right now because honestly we only needed one on... Ooh, that's not what we wanted. We only needed one on this guy, but 2 just makes it faster. So we can just pop a switch right here and throw that coal back in. And it should collect the peat. Okay, so it actually won't pull from that yet. So as you can see, it turned to dirt, which means it collected the peat, and haha, 3 pieces of peat. Cool. So, as you guys remember, I said that we need to make this automated. Well, let's see here. Is it going quick enough for with one engine, or do I need to make a couple more? Oh, it seems to be going relatively quickly. Okay, so let's see here. How am I going to do this? Okay, let's do it like this. Break this guy. Break this switch. Break this guy. Break the switch. I said I was going to do this off screen, but you know what? We're just going to do it now. Why not? So, we need a peat-fired. I think... Okay, so you know what? We're going to go peat-fired, peat-fired. We're going to do it all on one side. So we need to switch this and this and this. Okay, and then I also want to take this back. I want to go wood, gold. Yeah, I think this is how we're gonna go gold. Ooh, I didn't grab enough gold. Crap. And this way, it pumps around or pipes around, and it should feed into the peat engines. Should is the word there. I need more golden pipe. Ooh, I think we have just the right amount. Awesome. So this should be a self-sustaining peat farm. So, okay, so this is what's happening. You don't need this guy right here. So this guy right here is placing the peat down. And this guy is scooping up, or this guy's placing bog earth. And when the bog earth turns to peat, this guy scoops up the peat, spits it out into this barrel. When this barrel gets some, I'm going to put a pump underneath it. It's going to pipe it out and put it into here. It's going to then pump the peat into this section. It's going to burn the peat. And then there's a chance that the peat is actually going to leave behind ash. So we're going to need to figure out something to maybe pump out the ash into another barrel or something. Because you can actually use the ash and make fertilizer or humus, I believe. And those humus is used to make tree farms. So I think we're actually going to need the ash for the rubber tree farm, which is quite good. So we can actually place the rubber tree farm, I think, like right next to it. This way we can just run some pipe underneath the farms. And that should hopefully be an automated farm. Should be. Now let's throw this guy down. I thought I was going to need two, so I made an extra one, but that's fine. And we need to throw a lever down. Now, does this pump? It should pump from barrels, right? Maybe you can't pump from the face of a barrel? Yeah, because I should be pulling stuff out. Okay. So, let's see here. We need to adjust this a little bit. Let's try pulling from underneath it. And see if that works. So it'll be, oops, like that. And then we need to throw a lever on it. Oh wait, we don't want to pump the barrel. That doesn't make any sense. We want to pump the pipe coming from the barrel. So like that, that. I'd like to try and put the switch underneath it, just this way it looks a little bit better. Okay, so then it would be like, ooh. Oh man, we need more golden. Oh, I didn't test all this automation stuff. I only tested the farm working bits. Okay. You know, golden conductive pipe is not hard to make. It's only 2 gold and a piece of glass. So we can make that super quickly. And a piece of glass. Okay. Yes, we want to put a minium stone. No. Golden pipe. Okay. Sorry if this episode's running a little long. It's just because of, you know, derping up. And I really should have done the automation by myself off screen. But, you know what? We're learning stuff. Whoa. How did we get the peat out? How did this... Oh, it pumped out. Okay, that's why. So there we go. Ooh, it's pumping back into itself. I don't lock that. Oh, wait a second. No, it won't. It won't affect it. It shouldn't affect it at all. And all we have to do is go like this. Throw this medium stone and put this back in here. So this should pump out. Okay, there it goes. And the reason, you're probably, for those of you that are wondering, the reason the barrel's not taking the peat back in is because barrels only take inventory from the top. So if I had this running over the top of this barrel, it would take the peat back in, which would just be an infinite loop, which wouldn't make any sense. But seeing how it's running through the face of the barrel, it doesn't affect it. So, as you can see, there's some peat in the sky. Very cool. Now all we need to do is throw some levers on these guys. How do I want to do this? I guess we can go underneath it. Ooh, but that's where I wanted to pump the ash out of. Okay. I've got another idea. We can do this, and then we can just throw some switches on it. Boom. So, peat should run for a relatively good bit. As you can see, we're actually, seeing how this is running again, we're actually getting peat from this. And this should be self-sustaining. It will take a while in order to get these peat-fired engines up to the max, so 64 stacks in each one. But when that happens, we will actually start getting in excess of peat, which is fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I need to think of a way to pull the peat from here and move it over there when I actually make that farm, which I think we might do next time. Just because this was a lot of fun. I love forestry. Forestry had so much stuff. We haven't even covered. I think I'm still going to do bees on live streams, but I'm going to show you guys like progress of bees. I haven't even started bees yet. Then there's trees. You can splice trees together, which is fantastic with the bees. And then there's I think, unless they took it out, cropalizer. Yeah, so we can actually splice crops together. So we're going to need to do some of that too. But yeah, today's just the peat. Yeah, it doesn't do too much unless you're using peat-fired engines, but it is the way I'm going to be powering my farms. So this is pretty much the energy on how we're going to be powering our farms, which is quite cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating. It doesn't do anything for me. It just shows that you guys liked the video. If you guys didn't like the video, leave a dislike. I gain nothing from likes, but I do love to see them. I love to see comments more. If you guys could leave some comments, leave anything. Just say, hello, I love pie. Super Meat Boy is an awesome game. Anything. Comments are awesome. I always try my best to reply to a comment. There's like maybe a 0.00001% chance I'll ever not reply to a comment. And that mostly is because it's like a rhetorical statement. So it's just like cheeseburgers. You know what? I'll probably end up replying, I love cheeseburgers. Just because I can. But, you know, sometimes there's that one rhetorical question where I just won't, you know, answer. But, yes. I'm going to stop talking now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys Friday, I believe. Yeah, because this is going to go, yeah, Friday. Yep, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.